Okay, so I found some bugs on SSP2. I'm gonna show them here. And this one I found out with the toilet prop. This you have the no clip kits and look inside. Yeah, this is missing a weird texture for some reason. Yeah, see? Yeah, see that? I don't know why it's missing a texture here, but that's clearly not normal. My bug is with this trader. So this trader, this. Yeah, I don't know if this is a bug or it's intentional, but it's more like a bug than anything. Of course, another bug is the gravity gun icon, cause it holds the default skin on it, but when I equip it, it's actually a weapon skin. It's have skin on it.
Not to my knowledge. The clipping shown here just goes further along to prove what I was just saying. The video was unlisted and eventually removed from KP's channel the same day of its premiere, following a massive public backlash against it. This is genuinely as well how I personally found out about this situation, and how I know a lot of people found out about this situation, is that the release of this video was so heavily flawed, how they promoted it, how they announced it, how they went about it, and then for them to immediately take
there's this other bug with, I believe this. What the? Wait.
On Twitter, I was ridiculed, with many people calling me a predator. This was due to the initial sensationalization
Yeah.
of Bernie fandoms.
Yeah, this just has a white blank texture. But looking at these ones, which are the same exact boxes.
People will hop on it because they don't like a certain individual, will celebrate that they are getting a certain set of allegations, and act in an extremely rash way, immediately believing the allegation without any proof or substantiated evidence.
You see, they all have the normal texture, but this doesn't.
This video is surrounded by controversy. There's no substantiated evidence or proof, and in their own words, with the utmost seriousness, despite no evidence. Would you believe that it would be fair for people to disregard it entirely due to the lack of actual evidence? Yeah, I think that's fair. You would think by now in the online space and just
I'm gonna look for some more bugs.
all the false allegations and the hard truthful allegations and all the issues around allegations at this point, the people would immediately jump on allegations without any proof saying that they're true, and following that rhetoric of guilty till proven innocent just because you don't like an individual. You would think that wouldn't happen as much anymore, but no, there's still a large amount of people that of course do follow that rhetoric. As James Clark says, that a lot of people then decided to go against the video because the flaws became pretty apparent due to public scrutiny over the alleged claims. Following KP's video, Bernie fandom began to backpedal, claiming that they never watched the video prior to promoting KP. Bernie fandom would eventually throw KP under the bus in order to distance themselves from her video's backlash a few days later. So, what does this mean? As far as Bernie fandom goes, one of two things seem to be true. Either one, they watched the video, proved it, advertised it, and now they're backpedaling because it did not go the way they wanted it to, or two, they never watched the video in the first place, yet they still.
I never noticed this.
So let me override it, right? Let me get a few more voice lines in this video going over this response. Regardless of what one it is, it's disgraceful and extremely reckless. It's an incredibly insane thing to do regardless. Either option is reckless, irresponsible, and speaks to a greater problem. See, exactly like I said, I think anybody in their right mind would see what this is. At this point in the video, I want to talk about the Twitter account Bernie Phantom. This Twitter account has been purposely targeting me for a while now. But
Anyways, those are like the only bugs that I've seen.
They seem to see themselves as judge
No, wait.
and executioner. And unfortunately, this individual isn't the only just incredibly idiotic, naive, and just disgusting individual out there that has this type of rhetoric. There's loads of people out there that follow this same belief. Some people
Wait a minute.
suggested professional organizations to the victim prior to reaching out to KP. And he said no. Kind of just speaks for itself, doesn't it? Like, I don't have to add anything there. There has been an ongoing weaponization of online vigilantism. People who adopt a shoot first and ask questions later mentality in the quest to make a name for themselves. This ties back to what we were talking about earlier, with people being incredibly
This is also a bug like the texture of this dagger.
on said allegations, even if they don't have any proof, with the rhetoric of believe all victims without doing their due diligence. They would prefer to try
No, wait, never mind. That's not bugged.
the problem is, rather than actually assisting in the solution. This whole situation is a perfect example of how.
Anyways, those are like the only bugs that I found on here. But like this white texture, bunny digs,
Without the right checks and balances, people can destroy lives with a single.
the broken texture on this toilet seat,
Something that has become more prevalent.
and this.
Launching false allegations that haven't been
what?
substantiated and just follow
Huh?
narrative.
What happened there?
We've seen that especially within, for example, the Minecraft.
I don't know what happened there.
In a heavily prevalent.
And like I was saying, the bug on this weird bug-like texture underneath the trader, and of course the gravity gun icon. Anyways, bye.